Alright guys, I ordered this transmission dipstick tube for my 2015 F-150. You guys know how on the F-150s they don't have a dipstick. It's down on the side of the transmission, so you can't check it up top. But if you can see here, there's a steel braided dipstick assembly that you can use to figure out where it tells you remove the fill cap, blow or brush off the area, remove the dipstick and wipe it out with a clean rag, reinsert it, allowing it to seat fully, and remove it again. Mark your max level, and then mark the fluid level on the dipstick with a marker or grease pencil and carefully set it aside. Temporarily install and reinstall the stock filler cap, then turn off the vehicle. You do all this while the vehicle is running. Inspect the remote dipstick repeatedly. Remove and insert the dipstick in the assembled adapter, tube, and fitting. Also note if when the top of the dipstick tip where it's swagged and the cable catches the edge of the fitting. These observations will help you to determine the minimum bend radius that the tube can sustain and to decide how to best route the tube. And then they suggest finding a suitable location on the passenger side of the firewall to mount the dipstick adapter while also looking for a suitable route for the dipstick. Note, some vehicles, the firewall insulation may cover the entire firewall. The adapter can be fastened directly to the insulation if necessary. Find a suitable route for the dipstick tube, and then figure out where you want to mount it. It says up there on the firewall. I've dropped the tube down in here already, kind of in that area, because I'm going to mount it up here somewhere. So I'm going to put the vehicle up in the air. I'm going to get an idea on where the fill level is on the dipstick now while it's cold. And then I'm going to look at this when I insert this. And that way I can compare what's full and what's not full in the future. You're going to want the vehicle to warm up completely so you can check the transmission dipstick level appropriately. And then put your new dipstick in to get an idea on where you're at. Once the vehicle gets completely warmed up, you're going to have to come down here and pull the plug out on the side of the transmission. It's a 19mm. Sometimes it's really hard to get it to but then once it snaps loose, you're good to go. Now you can just pull it out of there. Careful. And my fluid, I serviced it about 40,000 miles ago. It still looks really red, really clean. You can see right now I'm just still a little bit cold. See how it's just under the hash mark right there? I want it to be right there between the A and the B. And it's just under it. That's because there's so much oil in there, it's not completely warmed up yet. And we got to let it warm up more. Once you get it warmed up completely, I kind of have it dangling down here, and I'm going to find the position I want to put it in. So let me do that real quick, and I'll show you what I got. Alright, I'm screwing the dipstick in right now till I can get it all the way in, and then I'll snug it up with a wrench. Almost there. I put it right there. I've moved those electrical connectors and kind of zip tied them all together, and then put 2 self-tappers that come with the kit right there. And now, if I want to check my oil, I just spin the cap. Or I should say unscrew the dipstick, pull it out. Ah! And then I'll measure my fluid on the end of the dipstick right here. Keep your dipstick, don't ever throw this away. You can use this as a factory measurement to make sure you're still getting the right measurement. Put it in your side door or something like that inside your truck. Well, now that we've driven it around a little bit, let's go ahead and pull it, see where we're at level-wise. The transmission being completely hot. Alright, we're on the dipstick. Closer to the bottom though. And that would be a dipstick installed on a 6R80 or same process for a 10R80. Thanks guys. Be blessed. I'll talk to y'all later. Hope this helps you.